How we doing, champ?
Really good.
Joining us now, the 2021 NTT IndyCar Series champion, Alex Palou, with 3 wins, 8 podiums this year, pole position as well. He's the first NTT IndyCar Series champion from the country of Spain. Just his second NTT IndyCar Series season, gets it done here in 2021. The first champion from a predominantly Spanish-speaking country since Juan Pablo Montoya did it back in 1999. He's the first under 25-year-old champion. That means you're young, you're not 25 yet. Since Scott Dixon back in 2003.
I know that guy.
You're the 7th youngest IndyCar Series champion. And of course, you bring Chip Ganassi, your boss, his 14th NTT IndyCar Series championship as well. What a weekend. What a season. Can you sum it up?
Yeah, man. What a season. What a season. I cannot really believe it. I'm super happy. We worked so hard. Getting into the season finale, this place didn't know the track. But the guys gave me a really good car. They gave me good strategies, and today we went from P10 to P4, right? So just amazing, super happy. I think all the season we were super consistent, and feels amazing to be a champion. I want to do it again now.
Again, we have microphones located in the aisle to your left. We'll also take some questions from around the world as well. Journalists joining us on the Zoom. Go ahead, sir.
Alex, I know you only became series champion about half an hour ago, but you know, your dad was here, first guy from Spain, just your second IndyCar season. Have you been able to wrap your head around all of that into one ball, and what does it all mean to you?
Not yet. I don't think I realize what we just did, but I'm just super happy that my dad is able to see it and to celebrate with me. Hopefully I can get him to party tonight. I think he can. He's young. So then my girlfriend is also here. Big part of me being here. And yeah, shame that not all my family can be here, but I'm sure we'll celebrate once I'm there. And yeah, super proud to be the first Spanish guy to win it. I hope I'm not the last one. And I'm sure we'll try and fight for a lot more Astor Cups on the future.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Let's go over to the right side. Go ahead.
Could be possible in Spanish?
Sure. Por favor.
Alex, 2 preguntas. La primera, que me definas cuál crees que ha sido la parte crítica para poder obtener el campeonato durante esta temporada, que ha sido pues consistente, pero también con algunos altibajos alejados de tu manejo. Más bien fueron partes técnicas que te dificultaron en algunos momentos la carrera. Y la segunda, algunos pilotos durante los años de CARDA, finales de los 90, principios de 2000, ocupaban esta plataforma para saltar a Fórmula 1. ¿Te gustaría hacer eso en un futuro, o cómo ves tu futuro aquí en Estados Unidos en IndyCar?
Yo creo que este año la clave ha sido ser constantes, ganar cuando hemos tenido la oportunidad, quedar segundos cuando no podíamos ganar, quedar terceros cuando no podíamos quedar ni primeros ni segundos, quedar cuartos como hoy cuando no teníamos más. Y ser constantes. Luego hemos tenido altibajos como todos. Creo que es un campeonato difícil donde es imposible tener buenos fines de semana siempre, pero muy contento de cómo ha ido. Y luego, no, la verdad que para mí el deseo y el sueño ahora es conseguir otro el año que viene, luchar por otro y estar aquí muchísimos años como Scott, por ejemplo, mi compañero que lo ha conseguido, ¿no? Así que ese sería el objetivo.
Gracias, Alex.
Gracias.
You're in the middle.
Alex, first off, congratulations on winning the championship. This one could be answered both English and Spanish. What is the grand technique that you were able to use from the time you were in Super Formula to today fighting for that championship that helped you clinch it for not just for you, but the entire Chip Ganassi organization?
You mean the Super Formula experience?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was crucial. The Super Formula is the only series, a part of IndyCar in single-seaters, that you do refueling. So fuel consumption is super important, and that helped me to be here today. 2 compounds, I think it's really close, the championship. The cars, they drive pretty similar. They are both fast, so yeah, for sure they helped me to be here today.
En términos de español, lo mismo que te dije, ¿cómo te ha ayudado en tu tiempo en Japón, aquí en la serie IndyCar por campeonato?
La verdad que Super Fórmula creo que es un campeonato fantástico, el único que tiene repostajes y dos compuestos de neumáticos y sin la experiencia que tuve ahí en Japón, teniendo que aprender a consumir menos, seguir yendo rápido, yo no estaría aquí hoy.
Thank you, y felicidades.
Thank
and
you.
a suggestion as far as the Long Beach, as far as chicken, I think Roscoe's is one of those places to have that.
I'm going there tonight. Like,
All right.
that's one thing for sure.
Already a done deal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no question.
You got to.
Yeah, yeah.
Southern California, right? Let's go back here, we'll go back and forth.
Is it that good?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh,
See? We're saving the
I
best
don't
for
know
last.
if they have enough chicken for me. No. But
Saving the best for last here in Southern California. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Alex, ¿tiene que ser esto es una misión cumplida o es un sueño cumplido?
un sueño.
¿Cómo tiene que significar o el impacto de tu título allá en España?
Es muy difícil explicar, ¿no? Cómo me siento yo, pero yo creo que para España va a ser increíble, eso espero, y que más gente conozca IndyCar y que el año que viene nos apoyen más y que sea como una bola que se va haciendo más grande y que descubran el campeonato que es este, ¿no? Yo creo que hemos tenido mucho apoyo, sobre todo de los kiwis, y nos han ayudado mucho.
¿Propondrías un media tour, gira de medios allá en España?
¿Cómo?
¿Estarías dispuesta a hacer una gira de medios en España ahora en el off-season o...?
¿Una gira de medios?
Sí, un media tour
sí,
por
por
allá.
supuesto, por supuesto.
A ver, hay que proponer.
Hombre, por supuesto.
Respecto a la carrera, casi te tocó el accidente de Jones y Pato. ¿Qué pasó por tu cabeza en ese momento?
Nada, yo creo que Jones ha ido demasiado... No ha tenido en cuenta que había más coches delante y creo que ha tocado a alguien y luego a Pato, o ha tocado directamente a Pato. Yo creo que no ha tenido cuidado. Yo he intentado frenar, me han dado de atrás muy poco, casi nada, y nos hemos tocado todos un poco, pero la verdad que no sé, no es la primera vez que lo hace.
¿Influyó eso en el plan de carrera después o normal?
No, ya era el plan que teníamos, terminar lo más adelante posible.
Muy bien, felicidades.
Gracias.
Thank you, Dave.
Yep, gracias. Go ahead, Louis Frank from
También
Reuters.
felicidades. But your previous answer, you talked about a dream. Racers want to dream to win, want to win. Sometimes they don't expect to win. What was your initial expectations when you first drove for Chip this year?
I said it at the beginning and after the first race, like there was no expectations, there were goals. The goal that Chip told me was to win the championship, so it was a small goal to start. He says he likes winners. If you're not a winner, yeah, you're in trouble. But that's what pushes the team. It's not a bad pressure, it's a good pressure. He does everything he can to make the team successful. He just lives for the team and he takes care of all of us. So he gives us the opportunity to be here today.
Many thanks.
Thank you.
Back to the side, go ahead.
Hey, Alex.
Hey there.
You had never raced at Portland. You won there. You'd never raced at Long Beach. You won here. You must be looking forward to Iowa next year.
I raced there last year, but yeah, I think we can be stronger if we know the tracks more. Barber was the track we didn't race and we won there, but yeah, I mean, I just feel like here, for example, I was much better today during the race, obviously, than on qualifying. And I was like, after warm up, I wanted to do another qualifying because I found some stuff. So I cannot wait to be back again next year.
Can you talk about your keys to success of winning on tracks that you've never been to? And also, did you have any close calls today?
Preparation, hard work. I think everybody does that, but it was working for us. We didn't leave anything on the table from my side or the team side, and we did everything we could to be as prepared as we could possibly be. Oh, close calls today? Yeah, we are in a strict course with IndyCar, so yeah, lots of close calls. I think I brushed the wall once or twice only, so yeah, lots of close calls. Brown coats, yeah.
Was 12th the magic number that you knew, as long as you were 12th or better, that you'd be safe when it came to the championship?
I mean, I knew we had a better car than where we starting, so I just wanted to go up front because if you're thinking about that 12th, 11th, whatever, and something happens on the last lap and you just lock up and you're 13th, what happens then? So yeah, I wanted to be up front. I wanted to go for the podium, but Scott was up front and Barry was like, hey, it's fine here. So I was like, okay, let's do it here. But yeah, I just wanted to do our best race.
Nice. Go ahead.
Congratulations, first off.
Thank
Two
you.
questions. I know you just mentioned Chip told you after Barber to win the title. Was that a possibility in your mind after that win at Barber?
Yeah, and before. It was a tough thing, obviously, for everybody. It's tough to win championships, but when you know you have the team around, it's only up to you. So I knew it was going to be hard, especially not knowing so many tracks this year, but we made it through.
And then my second question, racing with Pato down to the wire until pretty much the last race at Laguna Seca. How was that relationship between you and Pato, just racing down the line?
I think perfect. Yeah, we get along really well. I was not happy to see him spin from another driver. If you make a mistake, that's your fault. But if there's another driver that hits somebody that is contending for the title, I don't think that's right. Maybe they should take care of the people that is fighting for it. So I wanted to fight with him, but anyway, we did our job and we finished in the top 5. So
Awesome. Thank you and congratulations again.
Krista Hardy.
Alex, did the team keep you informed of what happened to Pato early in the race and where Joseph was running, or did they keep radio silence on those two topics?
I mean, I saw that somebody spun him and I passed, and then I saw that we were top 5, so I didn't have to worry if he was on another strategy or anything. But then I saw that he had an issue. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I was just focusing forward.
And my final question, after you had the bad luck at Gateway and then the engine failure at the Indy GP, the second race, was there ever a thought in your mind that you might have lost that the chance to win the championship?
Never. I guess like Joseph before coming here, and he was close. He did the job he had to do yesterday, and he got 1 point, and he never said that it was over. So you can never say it's over until it's over. And yeah, I knew that doing a good job at Portland and Laguna, like we luckily did, I could have a shot here.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Back here in the middle.
Thank you, Dave. In Spanish, okay?
Sure.
Felicitaciones, congratas pelo título.
Gracias.
Em Brasil, pode ter certeza que os índios estão muito felizes com seu título. Já sabe se na temporada de 2022 vai utilizar o número 1 o número 10?
Muchísimas gracias. La verdad que Brasil para mí es muy especial, sobre todo estando TK en el equipo. Voy a utilizar el número 10, seguro. Es el número con el que empecé en karting cuando era pequeño y es el número del equipo, es especial. Así que hemos ganado este año con el número 10 y quiero ganar el año que viene con el número 10.
Después de ter problemas em Big Machine GP, em Indianápolis e St. Louis, como usted volvió tão forte mentalmente para as 3 últimas carreiras? Uma vitória, outro pódio e hoje um 4º lugar. Como tão forte mentalmente nessas 3, na reta final da IndyCar?
Preparación. Nos preparamos. Sabía que tenía 3 semanas después de Gateway para ganar este campeonato. Así que yo no creo que lo haya ganado hoy. Yo creo que lo gané en esas 3 semanas de preparación mental, también preparación en pista y antes de llegar a pista con el equipo. Así que preparación.
Muchas gracias. Obrigado.
Gracias.
Thanks, David.
Sure. Gracias. Go to Zach Horrell.
Alex, can you talk us through your relationship with Ricky and maybe how his wealth of knowledge in the sport over several years has helped you in just your second year win the championship?
Yeah, Ricky's amazing. He's my crew chief, and I don't know, since the first day he was really happy to see me, and he was really welcoming me to the team, to the family, and that was making me feel part of the family, to be honest, since day one. And we get really well each other, and the relationship is amazing. So he does everything he can to make sure I have the best car every day, and he's been delivering that every race this season.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Let's go to Bruce, then David, and then we'll take some go ahead, Bruce.
That little incident that happened with Pato and Ed Jones, it looked like your front wing hit another car. Were
Yeah.
How hard a hit was it? Were you concerned that there might have been damage?
It's an IndyCar, so I mean, you can hit hard and it's still okay. It was not a super hard hit, and I knew it was like straight. So when it's straight from the nose, you know, it's okay. Maybe if you hit the tire or something, it can be a bit damaged. But no, it was fine, and I knew it was fine because it was a light kiss.
Also, Roger Yasukawa is from Los Angeles. You're able to clinch the championship in Long Beach. How special is that, since he's the guy that really kind of helped get you to North America?
Yeah, for sure. Just amazing, right? Like, I guess I'll need to visit this ramen shop tomorrow or in 2 days during the week. But super happy. I think he's sleeping at home and everything, so he should be happy.
Also, first Spaniard to win an IndyCar Series championship. Is the sangria flowing in Barcelona right now?
I don't know. I was checking. There was quite a lot of stuff going on, which is really good. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that the success here is going to open some eyes in Spain, and more people is going to discover IndyCar, and they are going to fall in love with it. So that's amazing. Exactly what we needed.
Congrats.
Thank you.
David.
Chip was asked earlier who you reminded him of, and he eventually said Dixon, which is pretty good comparison. But then when we asked him, is there anything that you don't do well yet? He couldn't come up with anything. Like he, pretty complete. Is there anything that you have cited as something where you need to work on it for 2022?
Well, that's big words. I don't think there's anybody close or like Dixon. He's an amazing driver, really complete, and he always gives 100% and extracts 100% from the car. So without him, I wouldn't be here today, and that's 100% true. I've been learning a lot from him, from how to go faster, to save fuel, save tires, think better while I'm in the car, everything. So yeah, it's a lot of thanks to Scott. But what do I need to improve? Everything. I need to go faster. I'm not the fastest. I need to try and do everything better. I think there's not one only thing that I'm missing. I think there's a lot of things that I can just bring up, and with experience it will come next year.
And is the Indy 500 the next target? Because once, like Ryan Hunter-Ray won the championship, the next thing you want to check off is got to get an Indy 500 win. And 2 years later he did it. Is that your next big ticket item?
For me, Indy 500, obviously it hurt this year a little bit, but at the same time I learned a lot. That's one thing that, yeah, obviously I want to win so bad. But if we keep on performing like we do, it will come. I don't know if it's going to be next year or 2 years or 5 years. Who knows? It's only one race, 200 laps, and there's so much stuff going on. You have to have the best car, the best crew, the best mental attitude. You have to have everything perfect for that race. So if it's not next year, I'm not going to worry too much. I think we have lots of years to come. So still my main goal, it's always going to be the championship. I think it's a bit harder to win the championship, or it depends more on you, because like Dixon, he was the fastest this year. He was going to win that thing, and because of a bad yellow, he couldn't even finish in the top 20. So I think the championship, it's bigger.
Awesome, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and well done.
I just noticed you're wearing the ring already, right? The thing's
Of course,
shiny, man, sparkly.
it is, and it's heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah. but I like it.
One more from Krista Hardy, then we'll take some virtual questions.
I'm not sure what the travel restrictions are going to be like, but I'm assuming you're going to be going on a bit of a media tour in Spain. Are you looking forward to all those obligations and going, here, there, and everywhere across your home country and telling them about, this year in motorsports for you?
Oh yeah, that's the best part of it. You get to win, enjoy with the friends, family, team, and then talk about how good the season was. So yeah, I cannot wait for that moment and to see all the family, celebrate with them, but I cannot wait for the media. I always have fun, and when you talk about good stuff, more good stuff, it's gonna happen, so.
Thank you.
All right, reporters from around the world have lined up for you, Alex.
Nice.
Kate Davis is monitoring all of that. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Dave. Yeah, we're going to start in Spain, and we're going to go to Tom Slaper from soymotor.com. Go ahead, Tom.
Thank you very much, Kate. If I may, can I ask in Spanish?
Go ahead, sir. Yes.
Of course.
Fantastic. Hola, Alex. Buenas noches y enhorabuena. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy buenas, muy bien. ¿Tú qué tal?
Muy bien, estamos en directo, es la 1 de la mañana un lunes, estamos en directo en nuestro canal de Twitch para que todo el mundo pueda escuchar tus primeras palabras como campeón.
Oye, espera, diles que me sigan a mí antes.
¿Qué no está haciendo la competencia en directo?
Pero Alex, macho,
Sí.
que acabas de ganar.
Bueno,
Por
te,
eso
te lo
mismo.
te lo mereces por haber ganado. Justamente te iba a pedir si nos puedes hacer un poco un resumen de todo lo que has pasado este año, llegando como novato, quizá el equipo más grande de la IndyCar, y ahora siendo efectivamente campeón, el primer español de la historia. ¿Cómo han sido las sensaciones, tus emociones a lo largo del año? Porque me imagino que habrá sido muy difícil también todo lo que pasa fuera de pista.
Sí, hombre, te voy a hacer un resumen corto que la gente tiene que dormir, pero un saludo a todos los kiwis si están ahí. La verdad que ha sido una temporada de la que he aprendido un montón desde el inicio del equipo, de mis compañeros de equipo, de todos los pilotos en general, y hemos estado ahí luchando. Hemos tenido momentos muy buenos, momentos no tan buenos, pero siempre hemos ido trabajando con ganas de ganar, y tenía demasiada hambre y demasiadas ganas de este título, así que yo creo que por eso lo hemos conseguido.
Alex, buenas noches. Te confirmo que hay kiwis en el chat, te confirmo que hay más de 1000 personas viendo y aguantando esta rueda de prensa. Tú decías, Alex, que cuando empezaras a ganar la gente se iba a emocionar. Vaya si se está emocionando. ¿Qué tienes que decirles y qué queda para el año que viene? ¿Qué tiene Alex Palou que dar en el año 2022?
Eso está bien. Bueno, lo primero, los kiwis, que son gran parte de este año, me han ayudado muchísimo, me han apoyado siempre. Aunque yo hiciera las cosas mal, ellos me apoyan, que son como tener muchas abuelas, y eso está genial. Pero la verdad que nada, es el objetivo, ¿no? Que más gente descubra IndyCar, que más gente se enamore de IndyCar. Ojalá nos apoyen a nosotros, pero creo que es un campeonato que, si se da a conocer, la gente le va a encantar.
Alex, de nuevo enhorabuena y celebra mucho esta noche.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, Kate.
Thank you guys for joining. We're going to continue in Spain and go to Carlos Miguel from Cadena Cope Radio.
Okay, thank you, Kate. In Spanish, please, if there's no problem. Alex, muchas felicidades. Que sepas que vas a ocupar un puesto muy importante en las portadas de los principales medios mañana, que has estado en la radio nacional, en la televisión, casi en abierto, en Vamos. Es decir, que esto es un salto adelante. Y de todas las emociones, ¿qué ha sido lo más fuerte que has vivido? Quizás esa vuelta de regreso a boxes, ¿no? Que se te veía gritar desde dentro del casco.
Muchísimas gracias, Carlos. La verdad que sí, ¿no? Yo creo que es un momento importante. No es fácil ganar campeonatos, pero súper feliz de la oportunidad, que por cierto, no estaría aquí sin Adrián, ¿no? Pero hemos hecho un trabajo excelente este año. Y sí, yo creo que la vuelta, una vez he pasado por meta y ya era la vuelta, que ya éramos campeones, esa ha sido la mejor vuelta de mi vida.
Hablabas de Adrián. Recuerdo en 2014 que un día me lo encontré en un circuito, creo que era Bahrein, y me dijo, tengo un chaval que puede ser el nuevo Alonso, que es buenísimo, rapidísimo, se llama Alex Palou, es de Barcelona. Este es el primer paso del talento que todos veíamos, es la primera culminación con un gran campeonato, ¿no? ¿Qué piensas ahora de Adrián, que supongo que estará orgulloso desde el cielo?
no es lo que piense ahora, sino desde el primer día que me dio la grandísima oportunidad y siempre me apoyó, ¿no? No solo él, también todo el equipo de Campos. Pero seguro que estará contento, seguro que estará muy contento. Una pena que no la haya podido vivir porque le habría hecho muchísima ilusión, pero seguiremos creando memorias para él.
Y ya termino. ¿Qué pasaría si te llaman de un equipo de Fórmula 1? A lo mejor con otro título el año que viene.
Si es Chip Ganassi que va a la Fórmula 1, voy de cabeza. Si no es Chip Ganassi que va a la Fórmula 1, creo que no hay equipo ahora mismo en el que yo pueda ganar y lo que más disfruto y más feliz soy es ganando. Así que a mí no me llama el salir más en las revistas, en la tele, en la media. A mí lo que me llama es ganar y aquí puedo ganar.
Muy bien, muchas gracias, enhorabuena.
Gracias.
Thank you. We'll continue with Enrique Naranjo from Marca Motor.
You guys are gonna learn Spanish tonight.
Hello Alex, hola, felicidades. Sabes que nos alegramos mucho, especialmente por que seas tú el ganador de este título.
Gracias.
Oye, has comentado, has hablado de Adrián, que ha sido una persona importante. No sé cómo también han influido en que tú ahora estés corriendo en América dos personas como Antonio García o Oriol Servià, que antes que tú han hecho carrera allí en Estados Unidos y que creo que han tenido cierta influencia en que tú hayas decidido correr allí.
Sí, por supuesto, son pilotos a los que aprecias y a los que los ves, ¿no? Que están ahí ya haciendo su sueño y que abren la puerta a venir a Estados Unidos, tanto IMSA con Antonio, que el tío no para de ganar, como Oriol, que se abrió su puerta él mismo aquí en IndyCar, corriendo todo lo que podía, las oportunidades, y ha estado tan cerca de ganar las 500, ¿no? Así que, nada, increíble que ahora seamos nosotros el que a lo mejor le pueda abrir los ojos a pilotos más jóvenes.
¿Vas a ser tú un ejemplo también para ellos? ¿Qué mensaje mandarías a pilotos que a lo mejor no tengan un camino fácil hacia pues eso, la Fórmula 1, categorías importantes de monoplazas en Europa y que puedan buscar otro camino?
Que se paren un momento a pensar qué es lo que les gusta, si los likes en Instagram o ganar en las carreras, ¿no? Seguramente van a decir ganar en las carreras y que aquí los 28 pilotos de la parrilla pueden ganar carreras y que lo prueben, que se disfruta mucho y se es muy feliz.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you. We'll continue with questions with Kevin Drzewski from Motorsport Week. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hey, Alex. I wanted to know, are you going to take the number one card, the number one on your car next year?
No. Number 10 is the number I started. My first go-kart, my first laps was with a go-kart with a number 10. No reason for that, but I started with that. It's Chip's number, it's the team's number, and that's the number we want to keep on winning with. Not everybody can have the 10 car, but so many drivers can. There's always one driver that can drive the number one car, so I think the number 10 is more special.
Sure. So you've also been candid that you've asked for lots of advice from Scott and Jimmy throughout the year. Are you still expecting to get good answers from them next year, now that you've used that advice and got the championship away from them?
I hope so. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble. But yeah, I expect him to be the same way. He's an amazing person. Not only him, Jimmy, Marcus, and Tony on the ovals. So yeah, I think they'll be happy to help. We start from new in February, and I'm just gonna be no champion anymore. So yeah, I think we'll still share stuff to make the team stronger, and that's gonna give us the best position at the end of the year.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Next, we're going to go to Mandy Curry from Motor Lab.
Thank you so much, Kate. Hi, Alex. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I just, on your Twitter account, you have living the American dream. Well, I want to know, do you feel like you're living the American dream now that you've won the IndyCar championship? And what does that mean to you?
Yeah, of course. That's why it's there, but it was already before. That's the way I feel. I wanted to race here in America, live here in America, and that's what I'm doing. So now with a bit better feeling being a champion, but yeah, it just feels amazing, and we'll try and keep it going.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thanks, Kate and Dave.
Thank you.
Sorry, I couldn't find my mute button, go figure. Thank you, Mandy. We will go to Michael Shelton from the Checkered Flag and WRAL in Raleigh, North Carolina. Go ahead, Michael.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Alex. Congratulations on your first championship. Very well deserved. Watching the broadcast, the commentary team mentioned words like calm, cool, collected, doesn't raise his voice at people, doesn't lose his cool. And they also mentioned, just falling short of the title in Japan, but having, a good attitude about it, a bounce back attitude. Just where do you believe that this demeanor comes from, and who was your role model in getting that demeanor?
Yeah, I don't know. Difficult to say. Yeah, in Japan, I learned a lot losing that championship. That made me really, really strong today. And about trying to always be positive, and I think it's the only way that I can get the best of myself and the best of my people around, right? So who do I get that from? I don't know, but my hero is my dad, so I guess I take it from him and from some lots more people that it's been pushing me to get here.
Thank you. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. We'll continue with Jack Benyon from the race. Go ahead, Jack.
Alex, just wanted to ask you about the role of Campos in your kind of early career and what they kind of helped, they kind of helped you up on this journey to where you are today, and whether you feel like the championship you've achieved today kind of maybe gives something back to them, or that you can share with them, especially after a difficult year that they've had this year.
Yeah, I mean, Campos was the person that got me into single seaters. I was gonna do another year of go-karting and more and more and more of go-karting. That was my stuff, and I didn't even think that single seaters were possible. So he gave me that opportunity. Not only him, all the team around at Campos Racing, and he was pushing me to get here. So he should be really happy. I think he would be super, super happy and super proud of it.
And just looking at what you've kind of been able to do this year, and you're kind of on the inside of the Ganassi team now, and you've seen why kind of Dixon's been able to be so successful for so many years now. What do you think has kind of made that possible, and is it something you're looking to replicate yourself, and sticking with Ganassi for sort of like your own dynasty, I suppose?
Yeah, that's the idea. Try and follow Scott if I can. It's not going to be easy because this guy is from another planet, but the idea is to try and be here and win as many championships and races as possible for the Ganassi crew. They do an amazing job, and they're going to be tomorrow celebrating a bit, but next week they'll be back to work to try and be champions next year, one again.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Kate.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will continue with Michael DeForest. Go ahead, Michael.
Thanks, Kate. Hi, Alex, and congratulations on being new champion in IndyCar. You are the first champion in the number 10 with Ganassi Racing since a certain Dario Franchitti. I believe you know that fellow. What was it like working with Dario as the driver coach this year?
Sorry. Yeah, I think I don't really know why they didn't win more, because the crew, the team is amazing. So I I believe they just had some bad years and some bad luck on racing, which you need the luck on your side, and we had it this year. But they are amazing. So they just kept on doing what they know how to do. And Dario's been a big part of it. Dario, the good thing from Dario is that he's a champion and he can see stuff that nobody else sees, because he can have the two mindsets of like more of an engineer and a racing driver. So he's been helping me a lot and pushing me even this morning in the warm-up. So yeah, it's been a huge help.
And what did you feel when you crossed the line here at the end and you were finally crowned the champion? Was it relief? Was it pure joy? What was it?
Not relief. It was just like happiness. Suddenly I was like super happy. I got once I knew I was, after the last pit stop, I knew I didn't have to do another pit stop. I knew our fuel mileage was good, and I knew we were more or less up there. I said, okay, let's just do 23 more laps, and after that, I'll talk to myself again. So I kept on driving, kept on hitting the brake marks, and once I crossed that checkered flag, I started thinking again. So it was a nice feeling.
Okay, thanks, Alex, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll take just a couple more from the Zoom. We'll go to Ben Johnston from the Paddock Eye.
Thanks, man, Kate. Hey, Alex, congratulations on a fantastic year and the championship.
Thank you.
What has been the highlight for yourself in terms of the season, either on track or personally with the team?
You mean the best stuff?
Yeah, like the kind of like your first win or the championship in itself.
I think the best moment from this year has to be Portland. I think it was a tough year, a tough race for us. We started on pole, we were shuffled at the back. We had to overtake some really fast cars on track, and we made that win that we needed to win the championship. So I think that's probably the best memory. I think the best memory before that sounds weird, but I think battling with Elio was quite special there. So Long Beach is gonna always be special, just because it gave us our first championship. I mean me and the crew with me, like they already have lots of championships. But so yeah, Long Beach is gonna be special for sure.
Excellent. Well, congratulations and enjoy your off season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kate.
Thanks, Ben. We'll now go to Tim Herney from Champ Web next.
Thanks very much, Kate. Appreciate it. Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you.
At the end of the race, Chip had said that we're seeing a young driver that is going to set a lot of records in this sport, and that you really surprised the team when you came in the front door at the Ganassi shop. When you heard that, what did you think? Listening to that.
That's amazing. That the boss talks so good about you, right? So yeah, I think what for me is impressive is that they saw something. I don't know what they saw, and they trusted me, and they gave me the opportunity to drive a championship winning car, and they gave me the opportunity to fight for this championship. So that's what impresses me. Now obviously everybody is super happy, but he saw something. Not only him, but all the crew, and they had to do a big investment. Like they just got somebody that scored a podium. That's it. I didn't win any race. I didn't score any pole. I didn't do crazy stuff. I was just driving and doing my best. So yeah, it's the impressive thing. It's what they saw.
Awesome. Thanks again, Alex. Really appreciate it. Congratulations. Thanks, Dave, and thanks, Kate.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. We'll close it out here on the Zoom with David Turner from Racing World.
Thanks very much, Kate. Alex, this is just a very quick one to you, and then it's also to Kate, Dave, and Arnie as well. I want to say thank you very much for everything you do for the media. I know it's part of the job, but we really appreciate it. So on behalf of my media colleagues, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kate, Dave, Arnie, same applies to you. The Zoom has been amazing in 2021. So to all of you, thank you very, very much, and enjoy your off season as well.
That was the question?
There was a question.
Wow. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll all take that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, David. COVID has made life very hard for us to travel to events, as you all well know. And the work that you do and what Alex has done in these Zoom calls is very, very much appreciated. So thank you all.
Thank you.
All right. I think
Back
we
to you.
have. Go ahead, Kate.
No, back to you.
Okay, great. And thank you, David. Karina Redmond, who you know, Alex, works with Dale Coyne Racing. You spent so much time with last year, has
Thank
a
you so
presentation.
much, Karina. Thank you.
What is?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you got to explain this. What's going on here?
Well, Karina was taking care of me last year, and she did a really good job, yeah. But she did a bad job on showing me Pop-Tarts. Yeah, so I don't have to say thank you for that because that's a bad thing. But yeah, when we had some good moments, she would take some boxes on some Pop-Tarts and give it to me secretly, and she did it once again. So thank you, Karina.
There we go. The road to the championship begins with Pop-Tarts.
I'm not gonna eat one, no. No, that's.
You can if you're hungry.
Yeah, no, now.
I mean, it's 7 o'clock on where you live, so.
Oh. No?
Oh, okay.
I have some people already that. Yeah.
Hey, when you're a champion, you know people, so.
I have some good contacts.
A couple quick follow-ups. Go ahead, Bruce.
Who needs chicken and waffles when you got chicken and Pop-Tarts?
Well, that's not something I tried before. I can give it a try. Why not, right? Like, it's just, maybe it's good. Maybe not tonight because I want to wake up tomorrow and have a good stomach, but I'll try one day.
Hey, you're the first under 25-year-old IndyCar champion since Scott Dixon in 2003. What does that mean to you?
A lot. It means a lot. He's a reference. He's one of the best, if not the best, and to be able to be the youngest behind Scott, it just feels amazing. So now the difficult part comes, right? To be able to do it for 15 more years on the same level.
And you got to get 5 more championships to equal him, right?
That's a long, that's, oh my God. Yeah, this was hard. I cannot imagine 5 more, so that's a goal.
Hey, you're only 24. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, but.
Zach, go ahead.
Alex, first champion from Spain, and then you've also put yourself on a list with guys like Juan Pablo Montoya. What does that mean for you and to represent Spain and your heritage in this way?
Yeah, it means a lot to be the first Spanish one. I didn't know that until maybe a couple of weeks ago when somebody mentioned it. That's super cool, right? To be the first one to do something, but I'm just proud to be part of the championship winning drivers here in IndyCar. So I think it's going to be good for some Spanish young drivers because they never had a champion before to follow, and hopefully in the future we'll see more Spanish drivers here.
Well, so what is it? Have you thought about you'll be that guy that they look at one day?
Not yet, because I'm looking at so many people now. I don't think I'm at the point where people is looking at me, but maybe someday, in 5 years or so.
Go ahead.
Thank you. In Spanish again. Alex, viendo, precisamente por la edad relativamente tan corta, los días en F3, los días en GP3, igual Super Fórmula, ¿cómo construyes el carácter cuando enfrentas las situaciones adversas?
Pues pasando por malos momentos, me imagino, he pasado por muchos malos momentos en mi carrera deportiva como todos los deportistas en el mundo, y eso es lo que te define como persona, así que creo que eso me ha ayudado a llevar bien este campeonato.
¿Qué le dirías al Alex Palou de 2013 o de hace 10 años?
No cambies nada. Eso es lo que le diría.
Muy bien. Thank you.
Thank you.
Unless there's any more follow-ups, don't go anywhere. We got some other stuff for you to do, but congratulations.
All right, somebody speaking Spanish now, or?
This one, oh yeah, Jim's daughter can speak Spanish.
She had some before. I mean, with the lessons we had now. But thank you so much, everybody. It's been a pleasure this year. And yeah, hopefully I see you a lot more next year.